let's be real about Bali. Is it all what it's cracked up to be? We've seen the beaches, we've seen the jungle, the rice fields, but is it actually worth coming? I'll be showing you the good bits and the bad bits, and then you can form your own opinions whether you'd like to visit. I've been here a total of 4 months on 3 separate trips, so I've got a sort of a good idea of what's good, what's bad, what to expect. I'm currently in Canggu in this glorious villa. I'll show you around, and then we'll head out for our first bad point. We're going to start with the traffic because it is insane. One of the biggest off-puts for being in Bali is the traffic. Now, this is quite specific to Kuta, Seminyak and Canggu area, but it can still get busy down in Uluwatu and Ubud. The traffic can be unbelievable. The roads are not really set up for it. They're very small. There's quite a lot of cars, a lot of bikes, and sometimes if there's a small jam, it creates the biggest jam. You could be stuck on these tiny little snicket roads for half an hour plus. It is an interesting time, and if you're not confident driving a scooter, this is not the place to get driving. We've just moved into a new homestay, £10 a night. I'll give you a quick tour of the room. The Sophie's just chilling out. No film. No. We go for food? Yeah. You want food? Yeah. Go here fast and come. One of the massive benefits of being in Canggu is the cafes. There is an unlimited amount of cafes that you can go to. I've been here for 4 months and we still haven't run out of new cafes to go to. All top quality, all brilliant coffee, brilliant food. You can't go wrong, you can't go wrong. We're currently in the Common Cafe, which is just in Canggu. Yeah, we'll try it out. Thank you. Damn. Woo. One unfortunate disadvantage of being in Bali is the waste. They do have a real problem with waste here. It does remind you you're back in Asia. It is everywhere. If you scratch just below the surface of the nice bits, yeah, it's a problem. They have made steps to try and reduce the plastic waste. It does really remind you that you're back in Asia. It is a bit off-putting when you see so much rubbish around, but when you've got such a influx of people, there is a lot of waste, and that all needs to be handled with, and that is not easy to do. One of the highlights of being in Bali is coming down for the sunset. If you're in Canggu, Uluwatu, you can get a scooter straight down to the beach, park up and just sit on the beach and watch it go down. It's usually super clear and you usually see it go right down over the sea. It really is a highlight. It's a must if you ever come into Bali. I'm sat at Canggu beach, going to enjoy it and then probably go for some food afterwards. This next point is a plus and a minus. It's the weather. you'd expect to come to Bali and get bright blue sky every single day, but it's not quite like that. A lot of what I've filmed is when it's bright blue sky, but that's because it looks nicer. But right now it's very cloudy, and it's quite common for it to be very, very cloudy through the day. Right now it's dry season, so dry season is from late April to late October, and then late October to late April is wet season. And when it's wet season, it rains every single day, so it's something to be aware of. That's the bad side of the weather, but the good side is the temperature. The climate here is just perfect to be shorts and t-shirt, riding around on a scooter all day, whereas you can actually go for a walk on the beach without absolutely sweating everything out. If you're in Thailand or Vietnam, the humidity is just unbelievable. You can't enjoy where you are outside. Where Bali, the climate is the perfect temperature. It's the morning of the 23rd of August. We're gonna go get some breakfast. I've just been to the gym and we've got a little side mission that I want to do. Omelette on toast. TMO is definitely our favourite breakfast spot. You get coffee, juice and a breakfast for 70k. Can't go wrong. If you've not already noticed, my little side project is ginger tea. I'm absolutely obsessed with ginger since I got here. I've got one last thing to go through with Bali, and then I'll give you my conclusion. The last negative I'm just going to touch on are the rice fields. Now, we've all seen the rice fields of Bali. They are incredible, so scenic, they make the place absolutely beautiful. But one thing that is certainly happening, certainly in Canggu, it's happened in Seminyak already, and it's now being pushed up towards Pereiranan, is they're being built on. The land is being bought up and they're putting more cafes, bars, all of that on what used to be rice fields. The rice fields were absolutely historic to Bali. They were the main source of income. They did a lot of trading hundreds of years ago using the rice, and it's just a shame to see it start slowly going away. Obviously there are still a lot of rice fields in Bali, but you have to head further north, further towards the jungle to find it. One example is the shortcut. That used to be absolutely gorgeous. Driving through there, rice fields both sides. Now in the space of a year and a half, there's about 10 new buildings that have popped up on it. It's a shame to see it, but it is inevitable. People trying to cash in on the tourism because it is absolutely booming here. We'll go to a new location and we'll summarise the realistic side of Bali, and I'll give you my final thoughts. I think I've given Bali a big enough bashing so far in this video, but summarise, even with all the negatives, the traffic, overcrowdedness, the waste, the positives really do outweigh the negatives still. I still love the place. Even being here for 4 months, I will be coming back. It's like my second home. The landscape here is beautiful, the climate is great, the freedom that you get from being on a scooter all day, and everything is so accessible. It really is the perfect island. I hope this video has been helpful. I'll see you in the next one.